Good morning. I'm out on a walk today, giving my legs a rest. No run today. Thought I'd take you along on my walk. This is actually the last half of my walk, but I'm up here today checking out all the work that they're doing up here. All the progress, right? It's progress. It's just progress in my little piece of solitude. So there aren't any construction workers out here yet this morning, which is odd. Usually they're here bright and early, like 6:30, 7 o'clock on a Saturday. And I have a word for you today, and it's about toilets. So we have what is called a punch list. I actually call it the hit list. But anyway, there are some items on there that need to be taken care of. Most of them not major, most of them already taken care of. One of the things on our list is our toilet. And at the base of the toilet, it appears to have scratch marks. So when construction production came in and took a look at it, they thought maybe that something was stuck on it and they were going to use some type of cleaner to take it off. So I get it. You got to start at the bottom of the list, right? And then work your way up. So that was on Thursday. One of the construction crew came in, put this liquid on it. I'm going to call it liquid porcelain to try to cover up the scratches. So I asked, any time limit? Is it dry? It's dry. Let us know what you think. Thank you. Goodbye. So, actually, he's a very sweet young man. Anyway, I go and look at it, and I wanted to sit on the floor and just cry my little heart out because the material that was used was too dark. It didn't match the color of the toilet base. So I thought, all right, I'm not going to sit on the floor. And I just started talking to God about it. And he reminded me of the verse he gave me for this year, Exodus 14:14, which says, sorry, I'm huffing and puffing here. It is, side note, it's allergy-induced asthma, and the allergens here are so much worse than where we came from. So the verse is Exodus 14:14. The Lord fights for you. You need only be still. I thought, okay, Lord, this involves me giving up control over the situation because I can't control it. All I can do is just say, can we do something about this? The colors don't match. So I thought, I'm going to give this 24 hours before I take more pictures and send it off to customer care. Now, let me interject here with what I've been reading. A lot of people have been posting that 2026 is a but God year. And even before I read some of these posts, I have been having a but God year. Actually, it started at the end of last year. So I gave it 24 hours. And then yesterday, I got the email from our customer care rep. And here was my initial thought. I can open this later and be stressed about what it says, or I can open it now and deal with the situation. And I might be a little irritated, but let's just get it over with. So I did. I opened the email, and to my delightful surprise, we are getting a brand new toilet. But God. But God and a toilet. So I want to encourage you today that God shows up even in those small circumstances. And a lot of times, at least for me, I like to say I am God's best helper. I like to help God with every situation. He doesn't need my help. And so I have been learning, this is probably over the last 18 months, I have been learning to give up control to God, especially when I do everything humanly possible, and it's going to take a miracle in certain areas of life. So stand firm, expect your but God moments, give it all back to God in prayer, and let the peace of the Lord, the joy of the Lord, just fill your heart. So you won't be able to see it from up here, but they're starting to grade. I'm going to turn you around. They're starting to grade the terraces back there. I don't know if the sun's in my eye, so I can't tell you if you're looking at what I could see looking forward, but they're starting to grade up there, down there, I should say. And I noticed that they are putting up, like maybe you can see back here. Can you see that berm back there? Like it keeps debris out when it rains, and maybe it's like a plot marker, I don't know. But anyway, they're starting to put those things down where I call them terraces, where the future home sites will be. But today, it is very peaceful and quiet up here. And hopefully next week, I can make it up here for a few times and just show you more of God's beauty. All right, friends, have a great day. Enjoy your weekend. I'll see you next week.